same of whom the stranger speaks.
Who is the man? What matter? Let it be. 'Twere waste of thought to weigh such idle words.
No, with such guiding clues I cannot fail to bring to light the secret of my birth.
Oh, as thou carest for thy life, give o'er this quest. Enough the anguish I endure.
Be of good cheer. Though I be proved the son of a bondswoman, ay, through 3 descents triply a slave, thy honour is unsmirched.
Yet humour me, I pray thee, do not this.
I cannot. I must probe the matter home.
'Tis for thy sake I advise thee for the best.
I grow impatient of this best advice.
Ah, mayst thou ne'er discover who thou art.
Go, fetch me here the herd, and leave yon woman to glory in her pride of ancestry.
Oh, woe is thee, poor wretch! With that last word I leave thee, henceforth silent evermore.
Exit Jocasta.
Why, Oedipus, why, stung with passionate grief, hath the queen thus departed? Much I fear from this dead calm will burst a storm of woes.
Let the storm burst. My fixed resolve still holds to learn my lineage, be it ne'er so low. It may be she, with all a woman's pride, thinks scorn of my base parentage. But I, who rank myself as Fortune's favourite child, the giver of good gifts, shall not be shamed. She is my mother, and the changing moons my brethren, and with them I wax and wane. Thus sprung, why should I fear to trace my birth? Nothing can make me other than I am.
If my soul prophetic ere not, if my wisdom aught avail, thee, Cytheron, I shall hail as the nurse and foster mother of our Oedipus, shall greet ere tomorrow's full moon rises, and exalt thee as is meet. Dance and song shall hymn thy praises, lover of our royal race. Phoebus, may my words find grace. Child, who bare thee, nymph or goddess? Sure, thy shore was more than man. Haply the hill roamer Pan of did Loxias beget thee, for he haunts the upland wold. Of Cylene's lord or Bacchus, dweller on the hilltops cold. Did some Heliconian Oread give him thee a newborn joy? Nymphs with which he loved to toy.
Elders, if I, who never yet before have met the man, may make a guess, methinks I see the herdsman whom we long have sought. His time-worn aspect matches with the years of yonder aged messenger. Besides, I seem to recognise the men who bring him as servants of my own. But you, perchance, having in past days known or seen the herd, may better, by sure knowledge, my surmise.
I recognise him. One of Laius' house, a simple hind, but true as any man.
Enter herdsman.
Corinthians, stranger, I address thee first. Is this the man thou meanest?
This is he.
And now, old man, look up and answer all I ask thee. Wast thou once of Laius' house?
I was. A thrall, not purchased, but home-bred.
What was thy business? How wast thou employed?
The best part of my life I tended sheep.
What were the pastures thou didst most frequent?
Kithyron and the neighbouring Alps.
Then there thou must have known yon man, at least by fame.
Yon man? In what way? What man dost thou mean?
The man here, having met him in past times.
Offhand I cannot call him well to mind.
No wonder, master. But I will revive his blunted memories. Sure he can recall what time together both we drove our flocks, he 2, I 1, on the Cytherean range for 3 long summers. I his mate from spring till rose Arcturus. Then in winter time I led mine home, he his to Laius folds. Did these things happen as I say, or no?
'Tis long ago, but all thou say'st is true.
Well, thou must then remember giving me a child to rear as my own foster son.
Why dost thou ask this question? What of that?
Friend, he that stands before thee was that child.
A plague upon thee! Hold thy wanton tongue.
Softly, old man, rebuke him not. Thy words are more deserving chastisement than his.
O best of masters, what is my offence?
Not answering what he asks about the child.
He speaks at random, babbles like a fool.
If thou lackst grace to speak, I'll loose thy tongue.
For mercy's sake, abuse not an old man.
Arrest the villain, seize and pinion him.
Alack, alack, what have I done? What wouldst thou further learn?
Didst thou give this man the child of whom he asks?
I did, and would that I had died that day.
And die thou shalt, unless thou tell the truth.
But if I tell it, I am doubly lost.
The knave, methinks, will still prevaricate.
Nay, I confessed I gave it long ago.
Whence came it? Was it thine, or given to thee?
I had it from another, 'twas not mine.
From whom of these our townsmen, and what house?
Forbear, for God's sake, master, ask no more.
If I must question thee again, thou'rt lost.
Well then, it was a child of Laius' house.
Slave born, or one of Laius' own race?
Ah me, I stand upon the perilous edge of speech.
And I of hearing. But I still must hear.
Know then the child was by repute his own, but she within thy consort best could tell.
What? She? She gave it thee?
'Tis so, my king.
With what intent?
To make away with it.
What? She, its mother?
Fearing a dread weird.
What weird?
'Twas told that he should slay his sire.
What didst thou give it then to this old man?
Through pity, master, for the babe. I thought he'd take it to the country whence he came, but he preserved it for the worst of woes. For if thou art in sooth what this man saith, God pity thee, thou wast to misery born.
Ah me! Ah me! All brought to pass, all true. O light, may I behold thee nevermore. I stand a wretch in birth, in wedlock cursed, a parricide, incestuously, triply cursed.
Exit Oedipus.
Races of mortal man, whose life is but a span, I count ye but the shadow of a shade. For he who most doth know of bliss hath but the show, a moment, and the visions pale and fade. Thy fall, O Oedipus, thy piteous fall, warns me none born of woman blessed to call. For he of marksmen best, O Zeus, outshot the rest, and won the prize supreme of wealth and power. By him the vulture maid was quelled, her witchery laid, he rose our saviour, and the land's strong tower. We hailed thee king, and from that day adored of mighty Thebes, the universal lord. O heavy hand of fate, who now more desolate, whose tale more sad than thine, whose lot more dire. O Oedipus, discrowned head, thy cradle was thy marriage bed. One harborage sufficed for son and sire. How could the soil thy father eared so long endure to bear in silence such a wrong? All-seeing time hath caught guilt, and to justice brought the son and sire commingled in one bed. O child of Laius' ill-starred race, would I had ne'er beheld thy face! I raise for thee a dirge as o'er the dead. Yet sooth to say, through thee I drew new breath, and now through thee I feel a second death.
Enter second messenger.
Most grave and reverend senators of Thebes, what deeds ye soon must hear, what sights behold. How will ye mourn, if, true-born patriots, ye reverence still the race of Labdacus? Nor ice nor all Phasis' flood, I ween, could wash away the blood-stains from this house. The ills it shrouds, or soon will bring to light, ills wrought of malice not unwittingly. The worst are to bear our self-inflicted wounds.
Grievous enough, for all our tears and groans, our past calamities. What canst thou add?
My tale is quickly told and quickly heard. Our sovereign lady Queen Jocasta's dead.
Alas, poor queen! How came she by her death?
By her own hand, and all the horror of it. Not having seen, yet cannot comprehend. Nathless, as far as my poor memory serves, I will relate the unhappy lady's woe. When in her frenzy she had passed inside the vestibule, she hurried straight to win the bridal chamber, clutching at her hair with both her hands.